technical difficulty, huh? That'd be my...
Feels good to be back in the saddle, don't it, Val? Kind of reminds me of our days at Nix's orbit, Dodge and Protector patrols. Remember that?
Error. Memory not found.
Ah, well. That's all right, Val. I'll just have to do the... remembering for both of us.
Enthusiastically neutralizing unfriendly.
Engaging combat protocols. yourself, now. Engaging hostile life forms.
Get the work!
Emergency protocols ready. As indicated.
Seems nowhere on Paradise Island's going untouched by this war.
Sequencing health strategies.
That's the one you need to worry about. You lot couldn't hit the broadside of a freighter. I'll take fighting raps over living in a surveillance state any day of the week.
Ain't as tough as you thought. Hey you! Get over here before you get yourself killed. Oh, we got ourselves a hero.
Entering a confrontational state.
Insides are leaking outside, Commander. Sorry, ain't ready yet.
Status. Standing by with life support.
Guns cocked and loaded. Just give the signal.
No, you ain't got. And you can't come stumbling around here looking. A desperate rapt is a dangerous rapt. That obvious, huh? Yeah, I was hoping there'd be something worth harvesting. Something worth the trouble of killing the poor creature. But hope, yeah? Well, I'm true. They're always counting me out. And this rep didn't even have anything that could help my graft. This whole thing's a wash. Well, the only people who believe that are in this room. I'm considered a liability. My graft's all wrong. Most everyone else who got one passed or became permanently incapacitated. Everyone in Fairfield reckons my time will come soon, too. But I'm still mostly upright. I just know I can do more for Auntie and for the war. It's just this damn... Weren't many of us grafted soldiers to begin with. To think I'm one of the lucky ones. No. Enhanced Soldier Division was the fancy public-facing name for the grafting. Bet they'd erase it from the financial records if they could. I only been able to treat my own ailments thanks to Doc Tins. She's bound by contract to work on whatever task Fairfield's illustrious leader set her to. Nothing else. But she also ain't quite got the hang of the employment thing. You looked at the fine print. Not only could pursue fixing it myself, were I out of my contract, but if I attempted to end law, no. The contract would... And anyway, we're lamenting that his mock apple martini ain't blended quite right. Let me put it this way. If I was already on the bottom rung, this knocks me... Ain't easy moving between companies. Get the feeling... Anyhow, good luck in there.
Just me, or did Inez remind you of Helen? Tough like her. Shame she's with Auntie's choice.
Commencing combat-related activities.
Commander, I've got a plan. We're gonna need to get you out of here. We're gonna need to get you out of here.
Combat-related activities. Commencing combat-related activities. Commencing combat-related activities. Commencing combat-related activities.
Injuries detected. Please seek medical assistance. How may this unit assist you, Commander? Entering a confrontational state.
Great. First they're in the walls, now the shields. this in the wrong hands. So it's probably exactly...
Take the pressure off with anti-fizzles, bottled under more than 3 atmospheres of pressure.
Sometimes
Do you mind if I don't pay you no mind?
air on this planet's strange. No stimulant gases. Don't like it.
People think I got ejected from the saloon because I'm 3 sheets to the wind. Well, maybe I am drunk. Drunk off all nature,
I don't much appreciate you undermining my work, Minister. When have I ever not made a go of a job for you, huh? Is it so...
Bad Trooper Sealong, no mind. How has your progress been? Have you acquired... Excellent! Pleased that someone in my employ can be relied upon.
Again, you gave away my job and told my replacement if this contract weren't staying my hand, I reckon you'd be answering to it right about now.
You mean grant preferential treatment to a subpar
And if I die or leave, how do you reckon failure to...
Please pay this disgruntled employee.
That's it. I'd rather be a down-and-outer for the rest of my life than crushed under your counterfeit leather boa boot a second longer.
It most assuredly... This!
So you say. And you? I got a proposition for you.
She will most assuredly regret her decision. The acquisition of this information is but the first part of my plan to bring our foes into the fold and to ensure my future. The second is my operation in Westport. I should have known better than to try to... I shall speak openly then. Bringing Westport to heel will deliver me not only my future, but the tools to... Verily, I've a kit of supplies to aid you, items to cajole or to dissuade. Sabotage the town or sway the citizenry. The choice is yours. Should pose no trouble for a go-getter like you. Perhaps. The kit contains a wide variety. Some items may serve as honey, swaying the naysayers to our side. Others, slather on a bit of elbow grease and you'll certainly succeed. I'm sure there are kindred spirits in Westport. Westport represents a challenge. The challenge presented, Fairfield citizenry were given ample incentive to... But the people of Westport are stubborn enough to risk... Excellent! Here's the kit. Advertisement tapes, ambidextrine, assorted stimulants, free samples of Purple Berry Crunch. With that, I shall mark the locale. Now, I'm sure you've asked yourself, well, wonder no longer. For the completion of this deed, I'm prepared to offer you an exact replica of my one-of-a-kind, limited production, gentle person. I don't think you understand the reserve. I've grown attached to this one and would prefer not. Very well. You succeed in the conversion of Westport, and I will supply you my... Then consider yourself be forewarned. I can only guess at the needs of the denizens of Westport. You must engage with them, gauge their situation. Only then can you Do I look like Officer Carr to you? Guns. I suppose...
All done in there? Was hoping we could chat. Hope that little dust up back there didn't put you off. My contract got a proposition. If you help, and in time, maybe I'll have earned myself the clout to be welcomed back into Auntie's Choice. I can be on my own for a time, but I'd rather it not be permanent. I did, but I can't expect someone... I get it. You're skeptical. If you got more questions, had a feeling Doc Tinsley...
This much of a crowd's not likely to keep a low profile. Someone ought to head back to mind the ship.
All right. Finally got space for one more? Offer still stands. That's about the long and short.
This much of a crowd's not likely to keep a low... I didn't mean me, but all right.
After you.
Starting to feel hopeful about settling here in...
Mind your own... Hello. Keep... Yes? We're closed.
Did you not hear me? This place is closed. No learning today about how everything happens according to the obscure calculus. Why are you asking? Who are you? An old acquaintance. Do you know what happened to her that caused her such anguish it drove her to her present course of action? No. But even not knowing the details, I haven't seen her since before the corporatists invaded the island. I'm afraid maybe none of this would have happened had I not introduced her to Victor. How did... Victor's an Order archivist. We were all friends for a time. But then, sure, that's when things became tense. She kept getting angrier with the Order the more she worked with Victor and her other contacts. On top of everything else, it became just, among other things. For some reason, she was obsessed, but you know how it works. It was somehow miraculously saved at the beginning of the... Would have talked to a Crabble about it if there was no one else to listen. That, and the invasion itself, set her mind to dark things. I begged her not to go down that road. She was so agitated when I first met her. Must have been 7, going on 8 years ago now. After we became friends, she began to change. Still bothered her from time to time, but I thought it mostly behind her. I couldn't watch her go back to how we became friends when she... Well, she saved me. I'd said something without thinking. For some reason, she interceded on my behalf with an arbiter, and she... It's difficult to explain. She spoke about things in unfamiliar ways. I felt her words. She said learning the truth of things was worth it. But now I question whether her truth... Some days I wish I'd never listened to her at all. Others, I did try to, after the corporatists invaded Paradise Island and took over Fairfield. They seemed to let anyone in there. Some boisterous fellow even tried to recruit me. No. Nearest I could surmise, she'd left just prior to the fall of Fairfield. I'm ashamed to admit, I did break into her safe. She used the same...
That is Agent DeVries's identification code.
She said it had some meaning from her previous life. I'd hoped she'd left something for me, but the safe was empty. What do you mean? It was where she worked, one of the Protectorate's communications hubs. She didn't speak of it much, at least to me. She may have spoken to Victor about it. No. But it had to be someone's fault, right? The Protectorate couldn't possibly have failed to safeguard the colony. And they had to answer the accusations the Order leveled at them. I know I've no right to ask this of you, but... when you find her, please remind her of who she used to be. She's unwell, but I know there's still hope. That's all I...
Word is Milver Street is ordering a watch. Hold that thought. Talk is cheap, but my time is not.
Caught in the act, like an amateur.
Don't move!
If you're wondering why there's so many engineers sitting here on their rears, it's
I don't even
because
want to
the dang
think about the
problems
damage
ran
those
us out of
problems are
these
going to do to my
alleys.
machines.
Now we're stuck here on
Peddle your wares
standby.
elsewhere.
Don't call. Maybe focus. Take it up with the head office.
If you're wondering why there's so many engineers sitting here on their rears, it's because the dang Crobbles ran us out of the desalinator. Now we're stuck here.
Maybe focus on self-bettering yourself. Scout report. Yes, sir. Looks like the... Can't help you. Sorry. Mind your own business interests.
Advised. Physiological cues indicate acute cantankerousness in nearby armed guards. A still... stealthy approach is suggested.
Dead lab worker. Unarmed. Could be they were trying to interfere with the others, but to what end?
Combat range.
Heard something.
The commander's vital signs has reached an alarming level.
company, Commander. The unfriendly kind.
Never recognized, never commended, but don't be resentful. I heard that.
Hostile ahead. What's the flake?
I heard that. I'm warning you. I presently persist in a state of cease. All clear. What was that?
Eventually!
Ain't nothing there. What was that? All clear.
Feels hot. And I am brimming with anger.
Heard something. What void was that?
Assault protocols.
I do not. I simmered down and looked around. They were all dead.
Why is there red everywhere?
The void was that? I'm not
Alert. Hostile.
The void was that? I'm not ready to... that?
Ready to assist agent's health needs.
Seems you've been scouted by Fairfield. And great for my resume, if I'm honest. Won't blame you. See, Val helped. Were you one of Auntie's? I tell you just to shake the... Suppose that tracks. Ain't had many dealings with the Earth Directorate. As for Ibarra, verdict's still out. No, I get that. Look, I'm sorry. Ain't seen evidence of it yet. But how personal are we talking? Couldn't say. I would have continued serving on the front line in an upgraded capacity, but... Like garbage? I'd like to hope that... Look, I knew dismiss... Oh, that... I miss my platoon. Huh. If nothing else, of course I do. Anyhow, I would rather return to the... Right. Like ain't the word I'd use. They treated me better than my last employee. What? Did you think I was born into... Take a look at what most... I'm just one of many who welcomed the chance to enlist with open... Of course. Now, do I got qualms with Auntie? That takeover was the... Fine by me. Like I said, everyone in my... See, most of us, our onboarders, promised that it ain't like, can't complain if where we're needed is in a trench staring down the barrels of a Mini. All right. I don't know if I would have made it out alive without him. He almost got my head clean taken off when I tried to scramble. Ortiz told me not to pay. It was a rough few nights at first, knowing I couldn't help folk. I appreciate... In any case, I'm...
Great. This one was for Niles, right? It was great meeting you, Niles. You're right. An agent's life is a busy one, and there's little time for meeting with citizens to say farewell in person. But we are happy to be of service. As for your question, there's absolutely no reason you couldn't become an agent if you put your mind to it. It only requires hard work and a dedication to the greater good. I have no doubt that you have what it takes to be one of the best and the brightest, Niles. Good luck to you. And look me up if, or should I say when, you become an agent.
Gray gone astray? Book a stay today. Under protectorate law, we are bound to inform you that you have entered a recreant reality.
Well, at least it's not shooting the water anymore.
Due to insufficient zeal in defense against seizure, sabotage and/or manipulative indoctrination.
Visitors, huh? Just me and... If you need someone to talk to hereabouts, I suggest you...
Wasn't Hogarth one of Milver Street's key subjects?
Do hate to come off impolite. If you're so... Word to the wise, despite what you might hear, we still consider ourselves part of the Protectorate.
Everyone knows the paradigm epitomizes the pinnacle of social... Why? Because the matriarch herself designed it, and the sovereign embodies and executes on it. Throughout history, human societies were constantly out of balance. Individualism ran rampant. Depletion of resources and lack of community.
Glad the wireless told me that I'm happy and everything's... Maybe,
I reject imperfect thoughts in all their forms. All thoughts whatsoever.
They're letting anyone who wants to train at the Arbiter's facility.
But the paradigm says we're to spend our lives in our predetermined position.
Prudence dictates that we watch our neighbors. I may just invite them over to
The matriarch and sovereign chose Eden, the perfect ecotope as our home, and devised the paradigm as...
Greetings, non-protectorate wretches. With regret, however, I may offer you initiating.
The matriarch chose Eden because she recognized as the perfect ecosystem. The native flora and fauna, the pleasant atmosphere, and rich natural resources represent a fascinatingly complex ecological network. To govern it, the matriarch working...
So much dust and debris during the attack. Still hurts.
Designed marvel where...
Trust the plan, observe said progress. Was sad for a moment because my house got submerged in the flooding. Then the wireless told me everything was splendid. Now I feel much, much better. The wireless said that flooding Westport is routine maintenance to remove the dust that had been building up in our door frames. The Sovereign really does think of everything.
Everyone knows the paradigm
I inhale so much dust and debris.
Because the matriarch herself designed it, and the sovereign embodies
Almost missed the routine certitude of my assigned profession.
societies were constantly out of balance. Individualism ran
Ready to waste it.
This unit advises healing yourself. Now. This unit is concerned for the commander's well-being. Emergency protocols ready. Engaging hostile opponents.
Unless you plan on conjuring ammo from the Aether, we ought to get the crafting some. Can't wait, Commander. At least until we talk. Sure, I always have.
Commencing combat-related activities. Standing by with life support.
Sit or sprint? Typical predicament for anti-bottom runner like me. Wish I never snuck in here to begin with. Seemed like a good
Enthusiastically neutralizing
idea. It
unfriendlies.
was a great idea. So much stuff that they're taking around here. Mother load of loot. Plenty to get me back in the spray race. Just didn't account for all these crabbles. Real fly.
Agent vitals have fallen below acceptable parameters.
Loot up all these supplies, crabble skedaddle, or maybe open the door and bolt. Seems like a bad idea. Nah, it's a great idea.
Can't wait, Commander. At least until we talk with Zeb. anyway, Commander. At least until we talk with Zeb. Oh, I haven't felt this high-strung since Horizon Point. Just hope he's here.
Niles. Has my mind been set upon by shit?
Can't imagine why you think that. I've only been gone.
Oh, back from your little saunter then, are you? Head all cleared? I must say you took quite the perambulation. I hope you didn't wear out your rotation adapters.
Zeb, this is the commander I told you about. One in charge of the Horizon Point mission.
So, you are keeping company these days. Just not mine. That would depend on what vision you have for Arcadia's future.
Look, I'm not just here to gas you over with empty...
Oh, now you want to help. Where were you when I actually needed you?
I know I let you down before, but give me a chance.
I haven't the time to patch your bleeding.
It's Baines. My team's been caught. Pharaoh and March are dead. I barely managed to evade capture. Damn it!
Found her! You there! Step away from that...
Audra! Fuck! It's all coming apart. That was one of my operatives. Without that cipher, the intelligence is worthless. If you're sincere in your desire to help, prove it. Rescue my friends before that ship departs with them on board. It has to do with the location of a vault, rumored to house the Protectorate's greatest technological advancements.
I am.
Okay. If they're sending a ship, that means... And do exercise discretion.
Not to worry.
Yes, but the uniform...
Good thing we know a doctor then.
I'll answer what I can. If you must know, it was my sister. The woman who returned was... Then I met Niles. Stop there. I know what you would ask, but I've done my... The Crabbles? They keep people away who might otherwise stumble... Ah, of course. Hogarth and... I sympathize with the plight. I do believe that one day... Do you always put your hands on other people's things?
Figured this ship would have departed by now.
You know how Sentinels are. They take their time with traitors and instigators.
Unfriendly in combat range.
Deserve
Guns cocked and loaded.
influences.
Let's get this.
Potential combatant in the vicinity.
This paradigm we serve supplies all we deserve. Don't worry, don't question, don't doubt. Let your betters think for you.
Back again. Thought we were done for now. Break as many fingers as pleases you. Still won't wait.
We're not Protectorate. We're your ticket.
Esculape? Zeb sent you? Wait, you're Niles, aren't you? I gather you haven't... Montelli, damn him! She tortured us for information. Yeah. Quick, though. Before I forget or we're interrupted, I memorized the cipher. Please don't think me
If you're too hurt to walk...
No, it's not that. I need the Sentinel to take me onto that transport. I want her to think she's won. And then, just as we leave Orb, I'm no martyr. I'll make it look like an accident. Mechanical failure. When I was being tortured, I saw some frayed...
I have my doubts. Even if she managed to spark a...
What are you...
Not blowing your...
You know how relentless the Protectorate is. Please. If you can help me...
Might be I could sabotage the transport from the outside.
The others paid with their blood to protect the cause. How can I be unwilling to do the same? All right. I'm going to... No point in remaining here then, is there? Especially one last... Anyway.
I know what Audra said, but... What if she's wrong? I can't help thinking we shouldn't leave without bloodying the Protectorate's nose first. I could still go through with our plan from before. Sabotage. I'm torn. On the one hand, Audra might be right. But when else are we going to have a chance to take out one of the Consul's lackeys and a Protectorate vessel in one go? Thank you, Commander. Stay put. Shouldn't take me too long. Done. Won't go into the... Let's get back to set.
Duty of every Protectorate subject to ensure they are operating at peak efficiency at all times.
Everyone knows. Epitomizes the pinnacle of social order. Why? Because the matriarch
You've returned, but... Hold a moment. What in the blazes was that? What is it?
A sentinel worked them over bad.
Damn the Protectorate. And what of the cipher?
The cipher is...
Perhaps I was...
Can't fault you for having doubts.
I hope you'll both forgive me my earlier disposition. I'm not normally so... surly. I haven't much to reward you with, but... take this. This information came at a steep price, but... I'll put it to good use. Expect...
Being this close to DeVries? Anyway. Need something, Commander? Found it, huh? Something like that. Truth is, I was getting ready to toss that old... I don't know. You know, I can't... all these years. And the only... That's what I keep telling myself. No. Burn it, launch it out the airlock, do whatever you want with it. Means nothing to me. Sure. Always.
Feeling distracted? Daydreaming on the job? Mental refreshment centers are there to help you. Don't risk falling prey to imperfect thoughts.
Outside.
Simply saying I'd rest easier if he'd been assigned to it. Originally. That generator goes? Discount. Finish.
Well, it's infected. You locked in here under your own steam and appear reasonably free of cut. Good. Because we've got more of that than we can handle. You haven't heard? When Antis invaded, they broke the seawall. Flooded nearly half the town below. A number of our subjects drowned. Took a while for our water purifier to catch up. So don't suppose you have any medical supplies to spare, do you? That you might kindly consider donating? Oh, no thank you. Not looking for anything that, from what I've heard about Auntie's medicaments, might poison a patient or cause them to... Honestly? Well, I'm a reasonable... Guess outsiders aren't... This is a good start, but I fear it won't last long. Wouldn't happen to know a reliable means to procure more, would you? Oh, they'd just take us all in? Provide us with all the food and medicine and housing we'd ask for, would they? You almost make that sound reasonable. Let's see. The abandoned section of Westport ought to have some supplies. Should be enough medicaments down there to help our injured survive the trip to... Well, now, I recognize these patients require... The one last additional thing we'll need is for Vigilant Hogarth to agree to it. It's less a I'll surely have my hands full with my patients. See you when I...
Those pills were magnificent. Are they part of it? Is now a bad time to report myself for mental refreshment? I wouldn't want to be inconvenient.
Stranger?
Prudence dictates we maintain sufficient zeal at all times.
Imperfection is impossible when the mind is a thing of perfect symmetry.
You've returned.
A right shifty-looking individual, if you ask me.
You've returned.
Greetings.
Our enemies...
It is my esteemed pleasure to... But serving Unit 1.
Confirmative.
Perhaps you're wondering why I'd open my arms thusly for a stranger. Simple. I believe something's... What?
Comestible.
We of the we are not miracle workers. We need repair mechs, domestic mechs, not combat ones. Serving Unit 1 here is about as much as can be accomplished without If I can return the settlement to a reasonable facsimile, the arbiters might see
Half this town is underwater and the rest soon to follow. Maybe instead of looking to those who left you to drown.
Fairfield? Why, I owe it to every single person here to try.
Here on Eden, we all enjoy the full luxury the paradigm affords us.
Of course. Abandon every... No, my naive friend, you haven't watched. Suspect if you had, you'd be singing another tune right now. Not humming one of their little jingles. Well, I can't imagine ever leaving, let alone leading a mass defection. I've learned better than to speak in absolutes, but nobody need... It'd have to be catastrophically obvious this place was doomed, and incontrovertibly beyond my means to save it, before I'd even consider such a recourse. Well, our automechs are still running, mostly. We have a generator to power them, fresh water, the reassuring voice of everyone's neighbor Prudence wafts from our loudspeakers.
We're all in this together.
Mock me if you must. I have a brighter future in mind for Westport, one you can help with, in fact. Rather than... Not the first to question, let us talk plainly. What would it take to secure... Certainly. What would you like to know? I know as an outsider you may not be... Ours was to protect Westport when We're also tasked with... Is there anything else? What sort of payment do you seek? Don't imagine we have much you need. Difficult place to saunter into. Station's off. In exchange for the automech parts we need, I can never dream of such a proposal in days of reason. Wonderful. The parts can... To get inside, you will need an access pass from the Ministry of Accuracy. Since we have all been marked as traitors, I cannot create one for you here. Farewell now.
Unbalance even the most robust ecosystem, like those nettlesome raptidons.
Hey, Commander. I hope you're not seriously considering helping the Protectorate here. I know these folks seem on the down and out, but we're as like to do more harm than good by siding with them. Right. Okay. Milver Street also promised us a way into the Vox. Oh, reviving Westport would anger some folks back in Fairfield, but there's no question the Vigilant could help us get into the Vox station a whole heck of a lot easier.
But prudence dictates we give it a little extra added zeal for now, just to offset any...
Your heart's rightly placed, Commander, but past experience has taught me that sometimes helping causes more harm than good. That's all, and the faster we get set. Before you make a decision...
Lacking the appropriate zeal for their assigned work? Report them for mental refreshment post-haste. It's not just a good idea, it's the law.
Stranger?
Record states as follows. All inhabitants are declared treasonous.
I was sad for
Glad the wireless told me that I'm happy and everything's splendid. I was tempted to feel sad after the ocean flooded. Sometimes I fear I may be succumbing.
I'm sure this is all part of the paradigm. Enemies envy our prosperity, disdain our sense of community. They sneer at our contentment.
Did you hear? They're letting anyone who wants to train at the Arbiter's facility.
Everyone knows the paradigm epitomizes the pinnacle of social...
Look who's back.
Why? Because the matriarch herself designed it, and the sovereign embodies and executes on it throughout history.
Let me know when you needed a stretch.
Stray gone astray? Book a stay today. Are you mentally refreshed? Under protectorate law.
Hey, Commander. Could I have a word with you real quick? I hope you're not seriously considering helping the Protectorate here. I know these folks seem on the down and out. I'm not in favor of one party over the other. It just worries me that we might be involving ourselves in something we have no... Your heart's rightly placed, Commander, but past experience has taught me that sometimes helping causes more harm than good. That's all I'm getting at. And the faster we get... Before you make... Being this close to DeVries? Anyway. Need something, Commander?
You returned. Can't imagine telling Hogarth I'm leaving. Believe I feel additionally traitorous.
This is all going prudence,
Dick.
I wish everyone. This is all going perfectly according to the paradigm, I guess. I just can't wait for it to be going
outsider. Stay
again.
true, outsider.
Stranger?
Has the Sovereign said how many of those pills? It's not imprudent. I wish I could program an automech to feel these feelings I'm feeling.
Trust the plan, preserve set progress, sustain the system, serve the Sovereign. Are we amply
Prudence
sustaining the
dictates
system right now?
we reject
Could I be
individualism
sustaining it?
in all its many forms.
We have everything we need. Prudence dictates we take a moment
I
to
was sad for a moment because my
appreciate
house got
all.
flooded.
The Sovereign.
I inhale so much doubt.
I'm sure this is all part of a paradigm.
You reckon individualists ever get tired just thinking about themselves?
From the lowliest subject to the most exalted vigilant, we...
Careful of friendly fire if you head down past the farm. Last time we wandered past, they opened fire on us. A real
goes there? By orders of Marshal Donaldson, no one can... What's your business here?
Now you've done it. Slowing down a ranking protectorate official is worth 10...
All right, let's not... Marshal Donaldson likes to greet new arrivals. Oh, and fair warning, watch out for Zeranium gas. Nothing too bad. One more thing.
Prudence dictates we cherish all we have and defend it.
Outsider, prudence dictates we cherish all we have and defend it.
Did the authorities send you? Did my torrent of messages finally convince them of... What a relief. In here I thought myself dismissed as a loon. Ah, good. A captive audience. Money well... You must have spied those nefarious... No one at the facility believes me, but I've seen it with my own eyes. Crabble numbers have swelled as they gather to defy us. A consortium, nay, an army! Oh, you're right. Crabbles are the bane of Arcadia. Strong, intelligent, and superior to us in every way. You... No, stranger. Thank you. Remain strong, and together we will outlast... Don't trouble me with automechanical matters. Ask the quartermaster at the repair facility. Getting better, I think. Or maybe they're just...
All that matters is getting these automechs to the Vox relay station.
But Marshal, we must adhere to
What in the name of the architect? Oh, right. My guards told me to expect...
Marshal!
Woodrow, normally I would be... I hope you've come to help, because a crisis is bearing down on us, and I've a dearth of reliable hands with which to manage. You see, Woodrow?
That's what...
Like you, me and my consternated head technician are new arrivals. Though we may not last long if we fail to repair the Zeranium. I wouldn't have put it in... The Vox relay station needs our automechs. Delphinia Bryant is working on a prototype Zeranium shield. Whoever uses it will be less disposable and more useful to the... What did I tell you, Woodrow?
Marshal, those automechs, should they go berserk?
Then perhaps you had better explain to Brigadier Montelli why...
Montelli?
There's a good fellow.
Might be wise to give that large gas cloud a wide berth. I don't think there's anything that can't like it here.
Ambient Zeranium levels are state your business. This unit was...
Oh, this is surely exciting.
Command.
Huh. I thought that would have...
All wares should...
Sorry.
Lull detected. Conversational status uncomfortable. Request...
It only understands... Look, for now...
Initiate...
Oh, name's Hazel. I'm sort of the acting quartermaster around these parts. You'd think that trouble is, a bunch of supplies went missing recently. You're not implying the quartermech is somehow responsible, are you? I'd hate for the big guy to get in trouble. Fair's fair. Delphinia's lab would be the place to search. We use it for storage, and our records indicate the supply.
Standard Earth Directorate protocol calls for a thorough grid search of the premise.
Are you acquainted with Delphinia? She's a scientist on loan from the Vox Relay, helping with the Zeranium leak and all. Delphinia? No. Best of luck in your... See you soon, I hope.
What brings you to this fine establishment?
Caught a piece of shrapnel during the attack. What about you?
Zeranium poisoning. Only a mild case, but the doctors are withholding treatment to study my symptoms.
Sovereign. How do you feel?
Downright privileged is how I feel. Sick with pride, nauseous with courage, and chronically fatigued with honor.
Oh, yes, I adore interruptions. Now, what is it you want? Now that you mention it, after several firm remonstrations, I told it the interior of this building... our good Marshal sent you, did he? Assist me, and you'll get more than bit... Now tell me, are you familiar with Zeranium gas? I haven't time to prattle. I could speak So what am I endeavoring to create? A protective quite splendid. Alas, while I'm occupied with inventing this bits. Is that what this is about? I imagine, but if you're unmoved or apathetic for some witless, unsensical reason, I'm sure I can Suppose I shouldn't expect every average wayfarer to... Now here, try to avoid any fields of dense uranium, or death is all but assured. Any questions? Well, of course, obviously. If you suffer prolonged exposure, assuming you... Normally, I believe... Oh,
Outer chassis sealant test number 14 is confirmed a failure. Uranium exposure rate appears to be unaffected. Test model displayed standard overload-induced paralysis, then became atypically aggressive. Forced to terminate test model in self-defense.
Not sure we should get any closer.
my little minion. What did I tell you? Perfectly. Should you suffer from any lingering symptom. Now, on to business. The device, or what's needed now, is something to help extend and shape the... I require a You'll be pleased to learn there's one right here at the facility. You would imagine... Unfortunately for me, our chief mechanist would... So you may have trouble getting your hands on the catalytic amplifier. I'm sure he's just... No doubt he also seeks... Dragoons are a mainstay of our military. You must have seen the large automech patrolling the interior... Good. Failing, one last thing. The Dragoon must not be harmed. Well...
Being this close to DeVries. Anyway, need something, Commander?
Anomalous behavior detected.
First the attack, then there's uranium. At this rate, we're never getting caught up.
Give me a sec. Almost done with this work list. Another seal. Hazel should get you sorted right quick. She's right between the barracks and the main gate. Can't miss her. The Marshal is under a... If even a single automech steps out of line, it will be the end of him. Zeranium-corrupted automechs open fire on Protectorate soldiers, and I end up in the darkest bowels of mental refreshment. No, the Marshal is a good man. But he... Please why should I follow their example by reducing our sole working Dragoon? That's a fair... All right, how's about we get the Dragoon situated over... One catalytic amplifier as agreed. I hate to lose another Dragoon. Not a chance. Be seeing you. Just have to release this here. Unfasten the manifold there. That's it.
Well, any closer to obtain... Oh, superb! With this gadget, you'll be Now, report to Marshal Donaldson, if you please. He's rather impatient to... Oh, of course! I'm... My erstwhile is... Until a...
The matriarch chose Eden because she recognized it as the perfect ecosystem. The native flora and fauna, the
Outside.
atmosphere, and rich natural resources.
You're thinking about it sideways. There is little difference between the gifts the Protectorate provides for us through the paradigm.
Stranger? Can't imagine telling Hogarth I'm leaving. Believe I'd feel additionally traitorous once I met his gaze.
Welcome back. The itinerant stranger returns. Nobody needs go anywhere. No, it'd have to be catastrophically obvious this place was doomed. When I look at what all of us need, farewell now.
Don't fret.
Well, look who it is. That is most excellent. Please, hand them over. Thank you. I know communities. I'll prepare a writ of conscription to allow you entry to the Vox Relay. While most would refuse my Sentry second-class layman. Show them. Once you're inside, there's someone else you should show it to. You do that and say what I tell you. It'd save many lives.
Just to offset any minor
I can't offer you anything for it. Hopefully, you'll return afterward and find the Vox Relay is, to my mind, madness, I tell you. A brigadier doesn't act Marshal Corbin. And this is important. We cannot allow any of that to happen. Under Protectorate law, we are bound to if Corbin becomes the highest ranking officer alive, no one, the Protectorate execute. Good. I may not. Farewell now. Promise you'll return here if you can. To check in on my people and see how they fare. Nobody needs go. It'd have to be well, that's what's farewell.
Our enemies in. Prosperity, disdain our sense of community. They sneer at our contentment.
returned.
I was sad for a moment because my house got submerged in the flooding. But then the wireless told me... told me everything was splendid. Now I feel much is missing. Is missing my favorite automech and imperfect rot.
Prudence dictates we eye our neighbors carefully.
If each of us does our part, produces glorious bounty for all.
Did you hear? Try not to think. It'll only make you unhappy.
Sometimes I fear I may be succumbing to
most robust ecosystem, like those nettlesome raptidons, or the base individualists within Auntie's choice.
Exciting news! The Vigilance sent that outsider to collect automatic parts for us.
Just returned. The system abides.
We must all do our part to maintain.
Prudence dictates. We cherish all we have. And
informing on your neighbors.
Is a fellow
designed it, and the Sovereign embodies and executes on it. Throughout history, human societies were constantly out of balance. Individual ran rampant. Depletion of resources and lack of community led to terrible
Anyway, need something, Commander?
benevolent hand of the Sovereign to guide them. Here on Eden, we all enjoy the full luxury the paradigm affords us. A perfect life of contentment. And plentiful. We have everything we need. Prudence dictates we take a moment to rightly appreciate and thank the Sovereign. The matriarch chose Eden because she recognized it as the perfect ecosystem. The native flora and fauna, the pleasant atmosphere, and natural resources represent a fascinatingly complex ecological network. To govern it, the matriarch, working with and through the Sovereign, devised the paradigm.
Hello. Come here often. Goodbye. Good. This unit's current work task takes priority. This unit is currently unavailable. Farewell.
Can unbound. Even the most robust ecosystem, like those nettlesome raptidons, or...
Exciting news! The Vigilance sent that outsider to collect automech...
Prudence dictates. We cherish all we have and defend it.
But now, more...
Area's off limits. I politely request you cease defiling the corpses of our fallen brethren. Though you are better company than these corpses, Vigilant Hogarth. That being said, the Brigadier sees enemies everywhere, sappers in every shadow, approaching him under... While it pains me to act in what might... Still, I can't simply have you saunter through the gate. The gibbets. There is little view of who's within them, so I can use them to haul you into the station without notice. You may leave, or you may be carried within the walls. The choice is yours. I remember her. She worked on the command floor. Regardless, it has been quite some time since I saw her. You may leave, or you may be carried within the walls. Allow me to open them for you and your companions.
Can't believe that actually worked.
This cannot be happening. Not again. Come, quickly. We must all bear witness.
Technicians Acna and Gastrell, you stand accused of manufacturing a fatal flaw in one of our valued...
That Dragoon was already defective. Oh, we were...
At last, the truth alights. I hope this belated confession on the charges of sabotage and treason... No, please.
More loyal subjects executed. Wait, I recognize you from... A harbinger of disaster. That's what you are. Now you appear again. No doubt others named Hogarth a traitor, but I never believed it. If anything, Montelli is inflicting more injury to the Protectorate In any case, go to his terminal. Search for any information on it that may be deployed against him. I'll admit there's some risk in having my actions... No. Besides, Montelli is not merely my superior. He's also an old friend. I must make some attempt to get through to him. Remind him of what true service to the Protectorate means. I'm not... Much as I prefer it would still be best to investigate Montelli's terminal for anything that might unsettle or unbalance him before our confrontation. You will need your own access card to get upstairs. Blank keycards can often be found. Head through the door to the right and continue down the hall. You should find your way without much trouble. Oh, I will join you as soon as you go to confront Montelli.
Did you hear Montelli locked the thrusters?
I heard nothing. Where did you?
But if the Vox its relay launches, we won't be able to change its trajectory. It could land on one of our towns.
On your toe.
No, of course not.
Can't quite make it out. Aborting search! To do your job is a virtue, every part of soul, every subject ensures of one's bounty. Achoo! Prudence dictates we repel invasive elements.
Take care of him, Commander.
Readying assault protocols.
Hey there.
Some kind of hostage loading. Just get the signal.
Not friendly life form detected.
That somebody? Hey there. Aborting
Guns cocked and loaded. Give the signal.
Enthusiastically, a new
I'm the one you need to worry about. Not walking this off. Stand me back up.
Not friendly life form detected.
Aborting search. That's out of the ordinary. Reckon I ought to reconnoiter.
Ready to waste. On your command.
amount of fluid.
Hastening to come.
Commander's well-being.
your waist!
The commander's back.
You return. Are you ready to be escorted into the facility? Remember, you are approaching a restricted estate.